Well, hello. Grab your beverage. Today it's water because I've already had my coffee. It's after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm definitely not going to have a cup of coffee this late. But grab your beverage, grab something to drink, pull up a seat, and let's chat a little bit about life. How's it going for you? Yeah, are you having a wonderful Wednesday? Let me know in a comment below one word that describes your day, or maybe an emoji. Choose an emoji, if you would, to let me know how your day is feeling. Whether that's poopy, sunny, partly cloudy, rainy. What is it? What is your day going like today? Today's hump day. Did you know that? A lot of people think that if you can get over the hump, you're coasting into the weekend. And what do I want to share today? Oh my good golly, there's so many interesting things that have been happening lately. I wanted to share something that I've said to my husband and a couple other people lately that has been enlightening and constantly reminding myself of this. And that is, with all the drama, all the chaos that I have endured over the last 10 days, being, uninvited to a retreat, to family drama around Thanksgiving, to just all sorts of drama, right? One of the things that I realized is that no one can steal my joy or take my joy unless I allow that. So it has been a huge light bulb moment for me to realize the only way that someone steals my joy is if I let them. And to go from having a great day to having a shitty day because of something someone said or something someone did, or allows them to, take my joy, to usurp my happiness. I'm not going to allow that. And yet I feel all the emotions of the transactions that have taken place. And then I choose happiness. Because at the end of the day, I can't control the things that have happened to me. I can't control other people's decisions or actions. The only thing I can control is me. And so what I'm allowing and what I'm accepting and what I am creating is all up to me. And so I'm focusing on creating joy. And what can I do to do that? I told someone the other day that I am, if you ever saw The Love Boat, I am the Julie McCoy of my Love Boat. So I am creating joy and experiences and trips and activities to fill my life with the types of things I want to do and the people I want to do them with. And when it works out, it's great. And if it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be. And the other thing that I've said that may really resonate with you is some of our greatest gifts are wrapped in sandpaper. So they don't feel so great. Do you ever feel like that? Some of the things that are handed to us, they don't feel so great. But if you hold on to them for long enough, you'll realize that they are our greatest gifts, even when they're wrapped in some really coarse sandpaper. And allowing me to realize that has been hugely helpful. So I hope that if God, Source, Universe, Divine has handed you something that you don't feel like is a gift because it's really kind of rough around the edges, I hope that this insight will allow you to see that, my friend, nothing is happening to you. It's all happening for you. This took me the longest. I think that was the longest lesson that it took me to learn this lesson. The longest is that I kept saying, why is this happening to me? Or I don't deserve this. Or this really friggin' sucks, right? And I kept feeling like things were happening to me. But when I took off those glasses and got out of victim mode and instead started looking at it that life was happening for me, for my greater good, for my best interest, for my happiness, it just allowed me to receive those gifts a little bit easier. They still don't taste good or feel good sometimes. But knowing that maybe in the long run, the sandpaper gets worn down so it's not so rough and it's a little smoother and allows me to see a little more clearly how it is truly a gift. And if you've been handed something that feels kind of rough, I hope that you're taking the opportunity to realize it is a gift, as rough as it may seem, and that it's for your greater good. The other thing that I realized lately is I've run into a couple of different people, and I am floored by how many people are sharing with me that they are moving on to create their next best chapter. I ran into a friend who has resigned from certain groups that he's been involved with for over 20 years. And it's bittersweet, right? It's bittersweet. He's got so many wonderful memories, but it's time to move on from that. And so he's letting that go in order to create the next best chapter. I ran into another person who is letting go of relationships in order to let that chapter close and open up her next best chapter. I have let work go and retired. I'm in the process of retiring and creating my next best chapter. And so everybody's next best chapter might look a little bit different. But there's so many people that are closing one chapter in order to open the next one. And if you're in that situation or in that part of your journey, just know you're not alone. Whether you're changing careers or ending relationships, closing out of groups, or starting a new one, moving is a huge next best chapter, right? That was really bittersweet. About 12 years ago, I moved from our family home. It was our dream home. It was the home that we raised our children in, and moved here to create my next chapter. So maybe a move is something that you're doing. Maybe it's empty nest and adjusting to a house that's a little quieter. Whatever your next best chapter is, my friend, know you're not alone in creating it. And knowing that so often we have to close the current chapter and let that go in order to be able to have two hands to create the next one. It's kind of scary. It's kind of unnerving for me to totally and completely let that chapter close. But I have done it. And as nervous and as fearful and as scared and as uncomfortable and as unfamiliar as it is starting out with a blank page, I know it's for my greater good. It's going to be amazing, because why wouldn't it be? My last chapter was incredible. And I remember being uncomfortable and unsure and doubtful and bittersweet and crying a lot in the beginning of my last chapter. My last chapter was full of a lot of tears, both at the ending of the previous chapter and at the beginning of my new chapter. And not all the tears were positive, happy ones. And so if you're in that turmoil and that transition, just know you're not alone. Just know you're not alone. And not every transition starts out sunny. Not every transition starts out smooth. Sometimes it's rough and rocky and bumpy and wavy and tumultuous in the beginning before we find our footing for the next chapter. I'm here with you every step of the way. Thanks for being here with me while I go on my journey and share with you the things that work, the things that don't. Friendships that I think are, oh, this is going to be a great new friendship, and then, no, not really. Or, man, I never anticipated this turning into this kind of a friendship and it blossoming. Or, I anticipated doing so much travel and this is how I envisioned it, and that's not the way that it turned out. It turned out even better. It's this or better. That's my mantra. You know that, right? It's either this, what I envision, what I desire, what I want, or even better that I can't possibly imagine with the experience and the knowledge that I have. So this or better, taking you on my journey. I'm happy to go on yours if you want to share it. Hopefully the gifts that you're getting are not wrapped in really rough sandpaper, that they're beautiful and amazing and you get to receive them in a smooth and loving way. And if they are wrapped in a little bit of what I'm calling sandpaper, hopefully by me sharing that mine too have been rough, and knowing that I'm not a victim. It's not punishment. It's a gift. It's such a gift. And being in a position to realize that makes it a little less rough. Just a little. It's still really hard. And with that, that's all I really have to share today. I am getting ready to pack I don't know who just came on, but thanks for my thumbs up. I'm getting ready to pack. I have no idea what I'm going to pack. I need to pack, and I probably need to do laundry because I'm leaving tomorrow. I need to get ready and we're going to do dinner early, which is always odd for me. And I'm going to take my first swing dance class tonight. So stay tuned. I will do the best I can coming on over the next couple of days while I'm traveling. There are no promises. There's the promise that I will do my best. I may or may not make it, but know that I will be thinking about you as I travel, and I will give you an update when I can. Stay tuned. Life is an adventure. Hold on for the ride, and thanks for coming along with me on mine. See ya.